Hello everybody, I'm Storm here. Welcome back to Transport Fever. In the last episode, we finished one of the branches of the Southern Island network that I guess I'm calling this. Heading out to Lucca, which is where we're at right now. And we are using this train from Final Fantasy VIII that I found. Mod, and actually it's a very well done mod from a aesthetic point of view. I'm impressed. So, and that's running. It's probably overkill for this line right now because it's got 225 potential passengers, and these are just hooked up. So it's gonna be a while before that thing's running full enough to actually make any money. But we got it in. Hopefully the towns are gonna start to grow. And we get some passengers rolling through. And then we started to look at High Charity, which is going to be the branch comes off of Emerald City, going to High Charity, and then proceeding on to Asgard. And then there's going to be a crossing route that comes through from Blackwater, through High Charity, over to Orgrimmar. And that is the current plan. Then we're going to have Valhalla down here. We're going to have to figure out how they're going to connect in. Maybe there's a line that's going to run out of Blackwater into Valhalla. Perhaps. Maybe. But we're trying to figure out what we're going to do with High Charity, because it's going to have a line running through this way and then a line running through this way. And I'd like to put both of those lines coming through this same station, if at all possible. And I was looking at a few of the options we had. There's a Y stations and things like that. Oh, a bunch of new stuff. Alright, cool. But nothing really there was kind of striking me as what I was looking for. So what I'm thinking we're going to do is do an underground passenger. Well, not the underground passenger station. We're going to do a station that has an underground, a surface, I think it's this complex one that actually has a surface station and an underground. And actually, I was thinking we have this elevated train station. My question was, does this have the option for a surface? Yeah, for a terminal on the surface. No. Doesn't look like it. Huh. That has like 3 tracks? Oh, there we go. 2 tracks. Basically, how do I want the tracks laid out? Alright, that's something we might want to do there. But I think for this particular implementation, we are going with the complex passenger station. Alright, so it's going to need to be, 240 meters long, high-speed track, tenors, yes. Ground level tracks, underground tracks, yes. Do we want to have a tram? That seems like potentially a good idea. U-level medial offset. U-level cross angle. 90 degrees? I think might be the best option there. Mirrored underground level. No. Oh, that's if we want to offset where it is. Underground lateral offset. That's if you want to slide it back and forth. I don't think we care about that so much. Cross angle. Okay. And ideally, I'd like to have this right in the middle of town. Street connections. Okay. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to tear a hole in the middle of the city, like we've done a couple of times already, because, you know, I have almost $3 billion in the bank. As long as we don't do too much damage to the city, it'll be fine. See now... Yeah, just rip it all out. Okay. I'll rip all that out. Okay. So that leaves us with a nice little spot. I think they'll throw this in. Alright, so if I were putting that station in there, I think we might need to change the cross angle to be something more like 45 degrees? 60 degrees? Maybe 60 degrees. Yeah, 60 degrees. And ideally, we'll probably curve it, but, you know, I don't think we can do that here. Okay, there we are. Alright, so let's figure out how the roads are going to work. Then we'll figure out how the tram is going to work. Alright, because we got to get across to the other side of the station. I think a tunnel makes the most sense here. And similarly, let's see, can I get a tunnel? Let's see. Let's... Okay. We got a section of straight level track coming out each end of here. And that'll do, I think. And that's going to swing around here. And then it's going to come around through here and hook into that. All right. So you put a straight road there, kind of connect these through. Bring you through there. Okay. Now I gotta figure out this tram stop, and do I even actually want it there? Or do we even really need a tram at this particular point? Let's see. That is going to be weird. And if... Nope, let me put the tram track on there. Okay, so there's a loop. How would this work? I don't think I really need it for the time being, but the tracks are in there. Once the city starts to grow a little bit, then I think that we'll need to come back and do a tram. And in fact, I think I probably need to look at some of the old cities that we had connected to, because some of those we didn't actually put trams in because they weren't big enough at the time to put trams in. But it might be time. Alright, let's go ahead and get this rail connected. No. Yep. There we go. Alright, that's going to come out here. $125. That should be alright. Now, if I come straight out of there... Terrain alignment collision. I need to kind of let it... See, if I bring it all the way out there, then we're going to have another sharp curve. Alright, let's try that. Hopefully this will work. And it does. Train 9 has reached its lifetime and should be replaced. That is the... Lumber to Stark. Okay, this is the one that carries... It's got the big boy. It has the flat cars and it has the box cars on it. Okay. I will have to look at that in a moment. Alright. Let's see what happens if I just try to say connect in as best you can. We got some tunnel, but otherwise it works. Looks good to me. And then it's just a matter of getting a little bridge here. And there we are. Okay, let's go take a look at the train. Then I'll put some signals on there and throw an actual train on there. Alright, let's see. What are we going to replace you guys with? Because I think there's 2 of them on there. Train 12 has reached its lifetime. That had better be the other one. Yeah, that is the other one. Okay. Now, this is not an electrified track, and I'm not necessarily wanting to go through and electrify this track. So, I think we're going to be going diesel here. As soon as it loads. Alright. Diesels. Let's see what we've got. The big boys on there have like, what, 6,000 horsepower? What's the latest and greatest diesels we got? EMD SD80 Mac SC CSX. 5,069 horsepower. Let's see. There's a GE AC6000. It has 6,000 horsepower. These guys have 16,000 horsepower. Those are ridiculous. Okay. EMD SD80s. EMD SD75s. GEs. I'm thinking the GEs are going to win this one. It's just a matter of what variety that I want to go with. Let's see. Probably want to go with that one right there, because it actually takes the color of the line. As soon as the autosave finishes. Let me just make sure that that's right. Yeah, this has 6,000 horsepower, so that has the same horsepower. And it goes just as fast, relatively. Alright. The current vehicles have 14 60-foot flats. They can do logs. Because these can also carry the machines and tools, which I kind of need. And I could throw the Pennsylvania Railroad 50-foot flat cars on there and have it carry everything. What I have to do is I think we'll just keep with the 64 flats. 14 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And then these steel box cars, which they had 6 of them. Which, yeah, we'll just stick with it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, replace those guys. 49.7 million. Done. And done. Alright, where are you? You're approaching the station. At a speed of 37 miles an hour. That is a old and worn out locomotive. Oh, both of these guys are going to replace at the same time. Nice. It's got to empty of all of its stuff. Well, no, they don't actually stop in that direction. Right, right. It's got to carry the logs through to the lumber mill and then bring the planks back. There we are. Okay, so now that's replaced. Alright, we need to head back over here, figure out where the Asgard station is going to be. Service passenger station with tram stop. I don't think we need a tram stop. One track, 240 meters long. Whole bunch more new stuff. Okay. New tram. Everything all set what we want. Yep. I think it's going to have to go here, and I think it's going to have to be heavily curved. I do want to give some room between the station and that road for some houses to build in. Alright, there we are. And the residential is over here. If I build a bridge there... That'll give a direct connection to the residential areas. And then I can create an intersection there. Alright, so does it cover it? Yep, covers the entire town. Good. Okay. That makes things simple. Then what I can probably do is just terrain alignment collision. Right. Road's in the way. Then get rid of it. Yeah. There we are. What I think we'll do is we'll merge into the single track right there. There we are. Oh, I forgot to change these bridge types. Okay. The right kind of bridge on there so we can get all the speed. There we are. Alright, now this road is just going to loop up here and cross where it's underground. So we're going to delete that, and then we're going to throw you in there. Perfect. And then we're going to smooth this up. All right. Let's get some signals in here, and let's get a train on here and get it running. And it is a bit more tunnel I'd like, but I'm trying to keep stuff relatively straight and level, if at all possible, because of the additional speed that you get. And a signal right before the tunnel. And then a signal I think that went in the wrong spot. Oh. Now I gotta delete the whole thing. And now I was gonna say it's colliding. Fine. What a mess that turned into. Okay. Re-slip those switches. There we are. What I wanted to do was put the signal there. Okay. And then another set over here. There's the B line. All right, now we're going to do a C line. South Island Sea Line. It's going to run out of there. Come into High Charity. On Terminal 2, yes. And then stop there. Asgard. And then stop here. And then head on back. And let's figure out what we're going to put on there. I think I'm going to go with something with relatively low passenger numbers. Like one of those would be good, I think. Multiple units. 99 passengers on that. And Metroliner, we've used that a bunch already. You haven't used one of these. They're 81 miles an hour. That's kind of slow. These are quicker. What kind of wagons we got? Let's see. You can do... I would want one that can do at least 100. 4,600 horsepower. You're 10,000 horsepower. It says cargo on it. $8,700 horsepower. 143 miles an hour. Let's go with this one, and let's throw... One, two, three... That's going to be like, what, 75 passengers on there? Yeah, let's get a couple of those. Throw it on the sea line. That seems to be a really tight turn for wagons of that length. All I'll do is probably end up replacing that at some point, once the cities grow in. Okay, let's actually speed it up, because we're at the end of the episode here. It's up to 100 miles an hour. It gets up to top speed on that particular stretch. Now, what if I actually colorize this thing? It doesn't seem to take the color. Alright, go ahead and set that on the line. Alright, so they should now be spaced out properly. Okay, and with that, new line up and running. We will call it a day here. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.